Love Island USA Season 7 Episode 22 First Look just came out, and man, looks like it's going to be a good episode, but Sierra is crying a couple times. We kind of anticipated that already, but let's start from the top. He's talking about how it's scary because Coco's his type on paper, but he does have that connection with Shelly already. Here we see Shelly talking to Sierra and Iris about essentially being caught between the two. She's not sure about, whether she wants to be with Ace or if she wants to be with Chris. Then we see these two laid up at the villa like nothing. I don't know. Whatever. But then we hear Olandria saying like, bro, I don't want to see that. Which, understandable, but girlfriend, you just moved on last night low key. Then we see Huda and Chris here. Huda low-key pushing up on Chris, which I said this last night. I said that was the whole purpose of that one question or that one prompt in the challenge. When they said the person from North Carolina or the girl from North Carolina and the guy from California, that was to, spark some kind of a flame between the two of them. So Huda's asking him like, oh, are you only interested in Shelly or... Then we see Nick talking to Pepe here, and both of them are just saying they're nervous. Finally, we see Olandria and Clark having a discussion. Super interested in how that goes. We didn't hear anything of that discussion in the first look, but we do see Ace and Taylor talking about it, and Taylor's like, it's no fun having two girls. And I'm like, bro, you low-key made your choice already. Like, does he think she doesn't see all these things? Does he think she doesn't see him laid up with her and going off with her and whatnot? I don't know, y'all. Here, the Islanders get a text. Complete shock, because Shelly's the one that got the text. And obviously the text says that they're going back to the villa. Here, guys, we see Ace talking about Coco and Shelly. He says, I have this connection with Shelly, but I love Coco. He said, I love Coco. All right, there goes Sierra and Elan talking about their connection. So Sierra's like, yeah, I have something serious back at the villa, but that doesn't mean I don't have a connection with you. Here, Chris is talking to the rest of the Casa boys about, what's going to happen when Shelly sees Ace again. Like, is that just going to reignite the flame between them? Like what's going to happen? This right here, Sierra says after tonight, everything is going to change. I have a feeling that this might be after she finds out about Nick and Olandria. I feel like she touched up her makeup. I don't know. Something's just telling me that this is after. The order that it comes in the first look is like before the recoupling, but we don't see her talking to Olandria just yet. But I don't know. I just have a feeling that that's what it is. Ariana's coming, obviously. This is a huge recoupling. So after Casa Amor. Poor Sierra. Man, I feel so bad for her. Poor Sierra's crying. Obviously, we expected that. But I wonder, like, what the situation is. Like, what in particular is making her cry. Obviously, the situation between Nick and Olandria. But I wonder, like, what's said. What does she know at this point? And then look at this recoupling, guys. We have not seen anything like this from Love Island USA. I haven't seen anything like this from UK, not that I can recall. So it's really interesting how they have them on alternating red and green dots. And then we have this red, green, and then dark red in the middle. So I wonder what all that means. Then they also are holding some kind of cards. You guys see, Shelly has a card. Jaden has a card in her hand. From what we can see, I wonder if they all have cards in their hands. But I wonder what that means. I don't know. It's going to be a really intense episode. I do know that much. But you can watch the episode with me on Twitch tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Google, if you don't know what time that is, where you are, just Google it. 8:30 p.m. Eastern. The show has been coming out around 8:30 p.m. Eastern. So if you're, 10 minutes late, you're going to miss some stuff. I'll see you all later.